So here we have the cylinder open on the Mamod Mk3, and this O-ring slides in against a little ledge, if you want to call it. This goes in behind it, and when it tightens in, it's supposed to compress this so that it's tight against the cylinder. I've read online where somebody else has packed a little extra in the glands here to compress this even tighter against the cylinder for less steam leaks. Yesterday I found that some steam was leaking out of here, so I wanted to try to improve the performance a little bit, and we'll see what happens. What I will use is this Teflon tape you can get cheap at the hardware store, and Teflon doesn't mind the heat. I take the Teflon tape and I just twirl it into a very thin string. I have put 2 turns on, and we'll see. I'm just going to slide it on in there. Just testing with my hand, pushing it back and forth when it was set so that there was no air coming in and out. Compared to the other piston, which I haven't done yet, the 2 circles didn't do a whole lot, so we're going to try a little more. Now, just generally how this feels. This is the one not done. This is the one with the extra turns in it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, stiffer. There's more seal around here inside. So that's good. And if it proves to be too much, I'll just undo it and take out a bit. To give you an idea of how small these 2-foot narrow gauge rail locomotives were, in real life, this fellow is the same scale as the engine. You can tell the floor in the house is not level. The house has settled a little in the last 50 years. I can roll a little marble along here too, so at one point the train's going uphill right now. I'm used to burning my fingers occasionally when operating my various steam engines. I think this is the first time, though, I've managed to burn my arm. Packing the glands in the way I did has very much improved the performance of this locomotive. The first and second time I ran it, occasionally it would start to slow after it ran. I mean, I'd turn up the heat, I'd turn up the fire and whatnot, but it was almost like too much fire. Now, the fire's not turned up quite as much, and honestly, it hasn't slowed at all. Like, it could run until the whole thing, all the fuel's gone, without slowing down. And also I noticed that the slow speed running is better. It'll manage slower speed now, because before, when it was going slow, at each revolution of the oscillating cylinder, you'd see a puff of steam coming out from here where it shouldn't. So much improved just by that little bit that I just did. So if you have one of these, you want to do that.